Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everyone. I told you guys we'll be back for part two. Now we have Mr. Crouton from Bobby. I love you, PURR. Without further ado, let's bring him to the stage.
What's up, guys? You already know who it is. It's Big Crouton, Big Mikey. What's up? How are you, Logan?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Just absorbing life, being on reality TV. Other than that,
Okay.
I'm doing good. I love the show so far. Love everything that has came out so far. A lot of drama so far, so it's keeping me entertained.
Right.
I really don't have problems with anyone aside from one person. But we will just get into that later.
Ooh, yes, we will definitely get into that. So, for those who know, well, you guys already should know that you were on Bobby. I love you, Per. Tell us how you even got on the show. How did the audition process go? Things like that.
So way back when I saw that like Bobby like sign like I was just like looking at Instagram stories, and I think it was like on the Zeus story that like Bobby signed some sort of deal for some sort of show
Hmm.
with them. And I immediately like looked at my friend I was like hanging out with, and I'm like, Bobby Lights is getting his own show on Zeus. I bet it's a dating show. And I don't know why I had that feeling just like in my heart from the jump. But once I saw the castings were open, I was like, you know what? When I first ever saw Bobby, like not in person, like online, was actually even before Love and Hip Hop. I was just I always loved Trina's music. I always thought she was amazing. And
Mhm.
I just saw like him here and there, like on her Instagram stories, etc. Like just like through social media. So and I thought he was cute. Anyway, like had a little bit of a crush on him when I was younger, and was like, you know what? Let me just apply for this and see what comes from it. And from there, I kind of I kind of like let it kind of go on the back burner in my mind. I wasn't like sitting there waiting to get called.
Mhm.
But one night I'm literally like just like cooking dinner, and I see a Los Angeles number calling me, and I pick it up, and it's like, "Hi, is this Michael?" And I'm like, "Yeah, who is this?" And they're like, "This is the Zeus Network. Do you have 30 minutes?" And I literally look at the person I'm with, and I'm like, I gotta put dinner off. I was like, I gotta put dinner off. I was like, give me half an hour. This is an important call, and then I'll finish cooking. And from there, I got two calls from them. One was to like tell me like I'm in the bottom 20, and then the other one was kind of to tell me just like I made the show. But once
Mhm.
I got that first call, I just had like some feeling inside of me. I was like, I made it. I was like, I have to start preparing for this. Like even before it was like fully confirmed, I just felt it like within me.
True. Okay. So once you got the call that you were on the show, how soon after that did you fly out for filming?
Maybe I would say it was definitely within a month. It was
Okay.
definitely within a month, maybe a few weeks. Probably around 3 weeks.
Okay. What kind of things did you do to prepare yourself to go on a competition slash dating show?
So I told myself I was like, you have to find a way of really spicing things up, because this is a competition show, and the people who kind of fade into the background, you're not just going to be fading into the background to the viewers, but living in that house with that many people, that many personalities, you can kind of get, I hate saying it, but like if you don't bring it, I feel like sometimes you can get overlooked and feel like you're not giving what's supposed to be gave. So on top of shopping and spending I don't know how much money on clothes, regular travel stuff, etc. It was kind of like go into this and don't be stupid about it. Like, you know, you want to make it far, you know, you want to win. And even if you don't win, you know, you want to make it far regardless. So don't be stupid. But little T is my strategy for the challenges literally became just go stupid, show your ass, and be shameless. Like, that's how I had to approach every single challenge that was thrown our way. Like, I would say that before we had all of our challenges, I was just sitting there taking shots. I was just sitting there taking shots because I wanted to just be in that state of, because I'm already pretty much I really don't give a fuck kind of person, but I just wanted to make sure I was just all that all the time during our challenges.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we haven't seen the challenges yet, so I can't wait to see how you perform. One thing we did see though is that it's been a lot of fights, and you actually got into a fight this past Sunday. Anything that you want to say or address in regards to the fight, or any thing that they left out when it came to editing?
So, well, I'll address, like, people are online currently saying it was a fake fight. I would say the beef was definitely like fake in the sense of, let me put it this way. I woke up that morning, made my morning coffee. Mason, well, TBD came up to me telling me he was talking, like, admitting to talking some shit about me. And then from there is like, do you want to fight? And in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to participate in something like that's fake. But on the other hand, I was like, I'm not ducking a fade on TV.
Right.
So, so I told him basically, whatever happens, happens. And I started drinking because I was like, you know what? I was like, today we're clearly going to turn up. So let me start now. So what I started to do is I literally brought him drinks because I was like, if I'm going to be fighting drunk, you're going to be fighting drunk. And it was, he called my fade out. And as you see, I didn't argue with him at all on camera because that would have just been fake to me. I didn't feel like we really had anything to argue about. He told me he was talking shit. And then from there, said he wanted to fight. And I gave him the fight that he was looking for. And it wasn't until after the fight that I heard the real tea. And the real tea is that in the hotel, he was trying to plot on kicking me and Dimitri, so the two white boys, out of the house, and was telling people he was going to beat my ass. So, as he said, we have unfinished business. So, I'm just going to handle what I have to handle at the reunion.
Okay. I can't wait to see the rest of the season, the reunion. Y'all came out swinging on the first episode.
That first episode, when everything was popping off on the first episode, I was sitting there just like, okay, there's a fist flying there, fist flying, fist. Like, it was just like left and right, wall to wall fights. And to me, it was just like, Dimitri, what the fuck did you do to yourself? Like,
right?
It was like, I have to say, Dimitri, you kind of have to either take the time to understand him, to understand his sense of humor, or you're just not going to like it. You're just not going to like it because I have to say, he can dish it out and he can take it. I will give him his props with that. Like, he got snuck the person back. Every single time he got tried, he stepped up. So I will give him his props for that.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Dimitri. So are you guys actually cool in real life?
In real life, I would say me and Dimitri are are okay. We're okay. There are a few things I do want to talk to him about. Just our first night in Miami at the hotel, he like rubbed up on my leg, which like I just don't like. I just don't like people touching me, but it wasn't even in like a sexual way. It was in a flirty way, but not in a sexual way. So I don't want to be this person accusing somebody of touching me because that's not what it was. Like
Right.
definitely came off a little flirty. And then when I told some people about it, I don't know if this is true or not, but some people did say to me, yeah, he told us he did that too. And he told us he's going to tell Bobby what he did and say that you allowed it to happen and try to blame it on you. So, yeah. So when we first got into the house, everyone was expecting me and Dimitri to fight because I told them, I was like, I am pissed off at him and I'm going to have to approach him. But just me being me, with it being he say, she say, I wanted to at least have the opportunity of having a conversation with Dimitri before I just take off on him, how I like took off on Mason. But I never got my opportunity to, because the thing is, it's every day Dimitri was in that house was drama and fighting with him. So I'm watching other people hash it out with him and and I know obviously I can insert myself into that, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to look like I'm co-signing anyone else's beef. I want to be able to address him man to man and then handle what we have to handle if it gets that far. So I never got my opportunity to approach him in the house, but we've talked recently. We are cordial. We've been on live together. I don't think it's something that he did to me maliciously. So I'm just at that point, I'm just like, I'll let it slide. But I mean, I'm definitely paying attention to his mouth and what comes out of it.
True, as you should. So who were you cool with in the house?
Honestly, pretty much everybody. It was, for me, it was like being in a frat, because I was in a frat in college. You're living with a group of guys. Not everyone's going to get along all the time, but you can at least be civilized around each other. So I would say if TBD stayed, you probably would have seen a lot more drama, a lot more chaos out of me. You would have probably seen us fight a couple more times, because literally I would say the day after the fight, which is actually the day he went home, like production just wasn't letting us near each other at all. And literally when he's getting eliminated or when he goes up for elimination, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, walk down there and call him the fuck out. Like but me knowing that Tony already expressed to us how like people have bumped into him when they were fighting, and Tony and Ray are both right down there on the ground during elimination. So as I remember, literally I was like, okay, walk down there now. And then I see Ray and I see Tony and I'm like, I am not fighting next to these two guys in wheelchairs because I am not risking hitting a disabled person. So I was like, you know what? If you got to do what you got to do, you can wait to the reunion. So, because the thing is, I already did what I had to do with TBD. I already showed him what's up. At that point, I just didn't need to risk potentially hurting somebody who's already in a very vulnerable situation, meaning Ray or Tony. So going back to like who I'm cool with in the house, honestly, I think we had a great group of guys. I think we had an amazing cast. There's no one I have hate in my heart towards. No one I have like genuine, like ill feelings towards. That's just not how I move. But when it comes to TBD, if we need to run it again, we need to run it again.
Okay. Speaking of Rolling Ray, what was your relationship like with him?
I got along so well with Ray in the house. I was actually surprised because before I went there, I was like, Rolling Ray's gonna roast me every day. Rolling Ray's gonna tear me apart. His mouth is so brutal. But every day it was, hi, friend. How are you? You look nice. Like, Ray is a very sweet soul. You need to take the time to get to know Ray, get to understand Ray, and understand that his mouth is just part of his persona, his character. And he's been able to make it big off of being the little badass in a wheelchair who pops his shit. So I have nothing but love and respect for Ray.
True. Okay. So you can definitely say basically that his talk shit attitude is just basically his quote unquote personality, but under all that, he's actually a nice person.
Yes, I would say that Ray
Okay.
is genuinely a sweetheart, but if you try him, it's gonna be smoke. I will say that.
Right. Okay. So in regards to, I know we can't really talk about much because the show is still airing and things like that, but anything else that you want to address that we've seen so far or any other castings?
So if I'm honestly, I haven't really seen anything like really bad that anyone has said about me. I haven't seen any like cast wise. So
Mhm.
there's nothing I really feel the need to address, or no person I feel the need to address. But I mean, I'm just going to the reunion ready for anything. You never know what's going to transpire, especially due to the fact that like we have a group chat together, we see what each other posts on social media, we see each other's lives, we get sent clips of what each other's saying if somebody's being mentioned.
Mhm.
And and people like some fans do like to be messy. Like someone like someone like messaged me saying something about like TBD sneaking me, and I'm like, you clearly see me run up 3 times.
Right.
I just I just threw that kick in there to spice things up a little bit. Like just like surprise him a little. Like he wasn't expecting that. I saw he cocked back and I was like, "Oh no, you sir, you are not punching me." So,
Right.
but like just like these people making up these like stories in their minds, I guess, and like trying to get us to be at odds with each other as if we don't know exactly what happened because we were there and we lived it. It
Right.
it's just like the math isn't mathing. Like, and I like for me, I'm someone who, as long as you're not coming at me crazy, I can have a conversation with you. Like, I'm not like, unless you do some foul shit and I need to pop on you, or if I'm put in a position like with Mason where he literally walked outside and is walking right at me, like, I can always have a conversation, but when things get taken too far, then they get taken too far, and I have to handle what I have to handle. And if I already said this once about Mason, but like it does feel like he kind of came to me looking for a storyline. So he came to me for a job. So I just had to put that ass to work.
That's a nice saying. I'm gonna have to use that in some kind of way. But mentioning the fan drama and all that, how is it down big on a like popular network with all the influx of attention? How are you handling everything?
Oh, I'm handling everything so well. And it's funny because me and I definitely think a few of my castmates thought that I was going to be the one kind of like hiding from the media every week, like not showing my face on social media, like really letting what the fans say get to me. And honestly, the love has been outweighing the hate, and the hate, it really doesn't bother me because either it's someone that is completely irrelevant or literally a blank profile with 0 posts, not a real picture, just like a troll.
Right.
I mean, if somebody who's a legitimate person comments, I might have something to say back to them, but that would be the end of it. people's commentary on social media does not bother me because it's something that I've just accepted comes with the territory.
True. Okay. How was it coming out as bisexual on national television?
I was ready to do it. Honestly, it was just something I've been ready to do. I've known I was bisexual since I was in like the 5th grade. Like I remember sitting there in class, like learning about puberty and stuff and being like, why can guys only like girls and why can girls only like guys? Why can't you like both? Like
Right.
it was since a very young age.
True. Okay. Being on a show like Bobby, I Love You, PURR, would you ever do another reality show? Maybe like a coming up
Oh, I definitely will.
like show.
Like if like let me put it this way. Basically any show Zeus contacts me for, I'd be so down to do. Like Bad Boys looks awesome. I heard rumors of there being like an all-stars show. That sounds amazing. I'm definitely looking to do more reality TV. And I'm a very layered person, I will give you that. So let me put it this way. The person I am on Bobby, I Love You, PURR versus the person I would be on a show like Bad Boys, there would be differences, even though it is fully me. Being on a love show, I really want to showcase kind of who I am as a lover, as somebody who is fighting to be your boyfriend. So so me knowing that one, I'm a spiritual person. I like EDM music. I like good energy. I'm all about good vibes. Knowing Bobby likes EDM, Bobby's into saging, into balance, into energy and cleansing. I related to him on a lot of that. But if I'm on a show where it's kind of just like show your ass and turn up, then I'm just going to show my ass and turn up.
True. Okay. So, where can we keep up with you and watch and see what's next with you?
So you can follow my TikTok and my Instagram, both at Real Mikey B. Just to let everybody know, I post on Instagram much more than I post on TikTok. And I'm pretty sure that my Twitter is at That's Mikey B. And that is also my backup page on Instagram. I will be dropping a YouTube channel soon. And you might see your boy maybe dropping an OnlyFans soon.
Ooh, okay. Well, you guys stay tuned. Anything else that you might be working on that you wanna tell us about, or anything else you wanna address?
So there's really nothing I want to address because, well, things that I do have coming are kind of surprises. So
Okay.
keep everyone on their toes, but definitely stay tuned because I have a lot in store for everybody.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it here. Stay tuned. Thank you so much, Mikey, for coming on.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, William. Have a great night, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Well, there you have it, you guys. Mikey, aka CROUTON from Bobby LLU Per. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next interview I have. Make sure you like, subscribe before you leave the channel, and make sure you guys follow me as well on Instagram at Man Williams. You see it right in one of these corners. So until next time.